Alright guys, before we get started in today's awesome video, I want to wish you guys a happy Friday, because you guys are viewing this when the video just released. It is Friday, so another work week down, weekend's right around the corner. Go have some fun, do some burnouts, work on your car, whatever you gotta do to have some fun. In bigger news, the LS Nasty YouTube channel is almost at 2,000 subscribers already, which is like out of this world. If you haven't already, go over there and subscribe. We have a bunch of behind the scenes footage that we'll be putting in over there and a ton of other racing content. So first link in the description below. Click the LS Nasty YouTube channel. I think we can get to 5,000 no problem. Go over there, check out. I got 2 videos up there just kind of messing around, but I got a bunch more ready to go that I'll fire off on there, and you never know what you'll see on the LS Nasty YouTube channel. So go down, click the link in the description, subscribe to that channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Good afternoon, guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you guys are watching this at lunchtime, I want to say thank you, because you guys are the ones that are quick on the trigger. I try to release my videos at noon every day, so you guys have something to watch at lunch. And for those of you guys that take advantage of that opportunity, thank you. Halfway through the day, keep on grinding. Almost home, where you can go and work on your car or whatever you're working on. So, very, very sad news, guys. The Discount Dragon behind me has finally kicked the bucket. It is no longer under its own power. It is dead. So that means the Discount Dragon build will begin soon. We're waiting for it to die, and this thing is deader than a doornail now. Wow, that was tough to. Sorry, I'm all excited now. You know, I don't normally get excited when vehicles die, but this is an exciting one. What we got going on today, as you guys can tell by the title of this video and probably the thumbnail, is we're talking about the G-body, and more specifically the shocks. And we already got the rear shocks from Menser Motorsports. This car already came with, wow, I didn't realize that. Look at that. It got chewed up right there pretty good. The fronts are also Menser Motorsports, and yeah, we're going to throw these on their dyno, or they're going to dyno them and check them and make sure they are perfect for the setup. Now, the car before had a big block with twin turbos, which is quite a bit heavier than a Hemi with a blower on it. I should say a Procharger on it, because you got the 2 turbos hanging way out front of the car, and you really, on a setup like this, you want to make sure everything is dialed in and where it needs to be. The main goal is not to flip over backwards. You like to go down the track instead of sliding on your lid, whether it happens like this or whatever. We want to make sure everything is good, and you guys have been hearing me say that a lot lately. We want to make sure that, you know, everything is working the way it's supposed to on the car, and suspension is a big component of that. So yeah, that's where we're at now, and I'm gonna run up to Menser Motorsports, meet up with my boy John up there, and we got a lot to talk about, because the Cow might get a shot at some Mensers, the Z06, Silverback Z06 might get a shot at some Mensers, Salty Chicken might get a shot at some Mensers. A lot of Menser talk going around here, and they're the best for a reason, and I think we're gonna start running them on a lot of other things. So I'm gonna hop in the truck, head up there, and let's talk suspension. All right, pulling up to Menser Motorsports. As you guys can see, typical North Carolina. It's raining. What else is new? Let's see what we got going on in here today. Now, I try to be polite, so I'm gonna walk in here and talk to the guys a little bit before I break the camera out. And if all goes well, they don't kick me out, we'll pull the camera out and do some filming.
3 weeks later.
All right, driving home in the pouring rain, I completely forgot to film in there. I got talking to John about all different sorts of shocks on all different sorts of vehicles, and just had a great conversation. Completely forgot to film, so I'm sorry I let you guys down, but don't worry, we're heading to the shop where we got a lot more stuff going on, where we're going to talk about the G-body and everything like that. But just an update on the shock situation. Those are Menser, whoa, hold on, whoa. Those are Menser front shocks and coilovers in the front. They are not 100% correct. They are pretty wore out. The spring is wore out. The shock is wore out to the point where you'd set it to full stiff, and it still wouldn't be stiff enough for what you are looking for. So the great thing about Menser Motorsports, he's like, hey, you mind if I have them for a day or two? And I was like, sure. So we're going to put a new spring on there that is equal from one side to the other, and the correct weight that it should be. and we're going to just go through and revalve the shock, make sure everything is 100% brand new, fresh, ready to go. So big thank you to the guys up at Mentor Motorsports. John is the guy to talk to, so I'll link their information down below. If you guys need shocks, if you guys are struggling to hook up, they got the hook book, and they'll get you guys going straight and going fast, and hopefully not on the bumper, but going really fast. That's what they're good at. They're the place to be. So go and check them out. I am driving in the rain here, heading back to the shop. Standard day here in North Carolina. Looks like it's gonna be good for tomorrow though, which means we're going to the track. So John was actually giving me crap on, he wasn't giving me any shit. I was complaining on how bad the white car leaves, and he said, let's put some shocks on it, and I said, hold on. What if I put a travel limiter on it and I just tighten everything full stiff? He said it might work. So John's gonna come down to the track with us tomorrow, and I overnighted some travel limiters from Motion Raceworks. Doug and the guys at Motion. The thing I love about them is they got stuff in stock all the time, and they're super easy to order stuff with. So I sent him a message, I said, hey, can I still overnight stuff? He said yes. So I clicked the green button, got some travel limiters headed this way. So we're gonna put those on the car tomorrow and take it to the track and see if we can get the cow leaving like the cow should. Alright, so today is the last video of not racing, just talking. So for those of you guys that are sticking around, that are hanging in there, that are supporting and viewing, thank you guys for that. But don't worry, we're going to talk about some good stuff today. Let's take a stroll over here into the Hemi room, where, as you guys can tell, you got a bunch of fans and everything running. Hold on, let's focus. Alright, we got a bunch of fans going, and that is because it was fired up. We were running it earlier today. Well, we weren't. Ben was. And, yeah, everything is good. The computer works. Car runs good. Doesn't sound like it has a miss. I know some of you guys were worried that it sounds like it has a miss, but we got it all back together. All the valves adjusted, even though, all the rocker arms and the valve train adjusted, even though it is not ideal. You could still run it like this. We are still waiting on the rocker arms and push rods, but they should be here any day now. So we're doing good. We're chipping away on it. We're getting it very, very close. All the wiring that Ben did working great. As we go back here to the rear, we got ride height set. Obviously, it doesn't look like it because it's up in the air, but we got to tidy up a few things. We need longer end lengths for the anti-roll bar, and we need to get mounts for the canisters for the shocks. There they are. Those two things are like on the priorities list. Other than that, we're pretty dang close to being done, which is awesome. So, well, it's never done. It'd be ready for the track. It always needs work. Cars like this, they're never done. They always need work, but some are track ready and some are not track ready. So, you heard me talk about travel limiters. This car, here, I'll show you guys, for example. This car has travel limiters built in, and as you can see, it is this bolt right here. And that bolt will limit the travel the more you run it down. Travel limiters are very important. We've had videos and conversations about tying the front end down, and that's exactly what you do. Car like this, you want like an inch of travel, inch and a half of travel, and then let the ass end extend like that as it goes down track, and it should try to keep the nose down, hopefully not turn over backwards. We go over here to the cow. IRS, little bit different of a story. This car has like 7 inches of front end travel. I mean, the front end will literally pick up to like here. Like, it'll go from there to like here. Ton of front end travel. Talking with John at Mentor, and he's like, dude, we need to do something about the shocks. It's got strange engineering shocks on there, which are very good. They're a good shock. They work great, super easy to install. The strut up front bolts right in. We use BMR coilover adapter plates, essentially, in the rear with a BMR lower control arm, and they bolt right in. The issue that we have is that it's lifting up too much. So, because of that, it's like smushing the tire, and then it's dropping the front end, and the ass end's coming up, and it's knocking the tires off. We did have it figured out, but some things have changed in the setup, and it was just very temperamental. So, John said, turn everything to full tight and tie the front end down. So, like I mentioned before, we got some travel limiters coming in from Doug and the guys at Motion Raceworks, where we are going to try to limit that front end extension so it can't get up super high, and now hopefully take a little bit of load and bounce off the rear. These shocks are very good, but this car is such an outlier. It's so heavy that they're not, I mean, the Strange Engineering shock is a great bolt-in shock if you're looking to go out there and run 550s. If you're trying to run faster, I think you can use it. But this car is just so heavy. It's just so heavy that it stores a lot of energy in the shock, and when it comes up, it throws a lot of weight back and forth, and it upsets it. The shock could be valved a little bit tighter, and when it's cold out, if you guys remember, when the weather is cold, the car works really well because the fluid in the shock is a little bit thicker. You guys didn't think about that, did you? Temperature will have an effect on settings because as that fluid gets hotter, it gets thinner, meaning the shock might work a little bit faster when you're trying to work it a little bit slower. So in the winter months, this car is deadly. It's gonna hook up a lot better. Summer months when it's hot, when that fluid's thin, it's throwing weight around real quick. So the guys at Menser said, try this and see what'll happen. So John's gonna come to the track with us tomorrow, which will be fun because he is like the suspension guru, and we'll see if we can get done. What is that? Whose front bumper is that? I'm so confused by what this is. What is this? Wow, these sit out of the hole a lot more than the other ones did, don't they? The other ones were way in the hole. That's nice.
Very nice.
Look at the wiring job. Everything looks all clean and symmetrical. Oh no. The breaker. Oh no, my laptop. What's in here? It smells like a Hemi in here. Oh, he had the door open and then we shut the door. It smells like alcohol and a little bit of oil. A little bit of oil. Yeah, you gotta. Oh, I think we're live. This thing is so loud. I heard it from the highway. When I was driving in here, I heard it. I was like, what is that? And then I came in here, it was all smoky.
Alright, one more time.
Alright. This is the fun stuff that people get to see on the LS Nasty YouTube channel.
Oh, the behind the scenes.
The behind the scenes, the real deal, all the fun stuff. So we're getting ready to fire it up. We need to check transmission fluid. Make sure it moves. Make sure the brakes work. I'm still holding it.
That's fine. You can let off.
Crazy. Crazy. The brake pedal here is so long.
That's what she said.
I don't know if my leg's gonna be long enough to push it. It might be throttle only in this car. No, I'm pushing.
We'll drift out.
Is that thing kicking your ass?
A little bit.
Chris, what time is it? Is it Hemi time?
It's Hemi time.
Like, what's that? Start it and go what?
See if you blow my toes off. So you ain't gotta worry about kissing.
I haven't heard this thing in a good minute.
Oh, so you wasn't here when...
No, I wasn't. But I smelt it after.
I bet.
And it was in the air. Hemi was in the air, Ben.
Did you check the coolant?
I think it's a little low.
It's a little low on. Where's the radiator on this car? Oh, it's right there? Okay. Look at this. Full service around here. Oh.
Oh boy.
Can I get an oh boy before we fire this thing off?
Oh boy.
Chris?
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. I'll be like, what's that? Floor it? Like the SpongeBob episode? Floor it! You said floor it?
What do you do next?
Floor it?
Yes. No! No! Don't floor it!
Floor it?
No! No, no! Don't floor it!
Okay, floor it!
No!
Turn ignition 1 on.
Oh. Phil's cringing at home right now. Holly.
Oh, look,
EFI.
we're all synced up.
Oh boy. I have no fuel pressure, man. I have no oil pressure.
Fine.
Unbelievable. Is this my throttle right here?
Yeah, it shows you your throttle.
So where do I need to be for a burnout?
Yeah.
Right
It
there?
hasn't been calibrated.
No, but watt?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this secret look, behind the scenes look of the oh boy shirts. Oh boy. That's pretty.
That is.
These obviously it's just on it's green because this is how they're gonna print it on screen print, but oh boy is right. These will be for sale, pre-orders coming up here shortly, but that's a sneak peek look Give me one.
Oh boy, that's a nice shirt.
That is a nice shirt. Ben's gonna get one with a collar on it. Are you tuning right now? Are you getting toned? You're toning the car?
Mm-hmm.
God, how nice is having a vehicle with no doors?
Oh, it's so nice.
Oh, it's nice.
When you're ready, click start. Hold on. Start.
You want me to
Slowly put the pedal to the floor and slowly release the pedal. Do this twice.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Slowly. Okay.
Let it out. Slowly. Now do it again.
Alright. It said I stalled it. It thinks I'm Phil.
TPS was set.
Yeah, it's at 0.01 right now. Can I floor it? Just let me floor it, Ben.
Now we're trying to. Now we feel one that got
Oh my God! Do you hear that?
Dude, that thing transmission goes in all the gears.
Oh, so now for the rest of the evening, I just get to hear a slight buzz. That is so
Slightly burned.
my eyes got it for a second there, alcohol. But dude, it sounds way different since we've just been messing with it.
Yeah, it's running good right now. It's all the valves are adjusted right. Like the push rod angle still ain't great because
We're waiting on some
we're waiting on them.
push rods, but
The angle will be right soon. It's just not when they're all the way open. You don't want it to be so far that it's like, you know, barely hanging on.
dude, I cannot wait to rip a burnout in this thing. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Transmission works, goes through all the gears, reverse works, trans brake works. Dude, it started up way faster. Like I didn't even turn.
Like some of the cranking cables were not tight.
Yeah, it started before I didn't even click the injectors on, which is that second one, and it like tried to crank over, and then I hit them. But that's wild. Damn it, Ben, you know what you're talking about. All this time I thought Ben was just talking, you know, out of his neck. But you know what you're talking about. Well, I think that's going to wrap up today's video because I can't hear a damn thing, nor can I think. But, oh my, wait, let's see how much. Now, you filled this up to the top. This is 5 gallons.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Well, it's, yeah, close to it.
It's probably more like 7, 6, 7.
Yep, it's not even visible. That is
A lot of fuel.
that is wild.
There's some of them there.
Yeah, it's, dude, hey, no more bugs in here. I tell you what, start this thing up once a night.
It smoked way less right there than it did the first time.
I know, when I came here, he had every fan running. But hell yeah, we are getting close. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I can't hear a damn thing. My eyes are burning. But other than that, we're doing great here. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the new LS Nasty YouTube channel where you'll see a lot of behind the scenes stuff and a lot more wrench turning instead of vlogging. But go and check that out. First link in the description below. Other than that, we'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.